Remove the side panel from each side of the motorcycle. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the 2 seat bolts on each side. Remove the seat. Unscrew the 2 bolts at the rear of the fuel tank shell. Unscrew the 2 bolts on each side of the fuel tank shell towards the front. Remove the fuel tank shell. Remove the bolt on each side of the fuel tank. Lift the tank up. To remove the tank, squeeze the green retainer and pull on the fuel line. Then unplug the 2 connectors from the fuel pump. Unscrew the rear bolt on each side of the fuel tank. Lift the fuel tank up and forwards to remove the tank from the bike. Unplug the stock wiring harness from the throttle bodies. Unplug the number 4 injector connector. Then unplug the throttle body sub-connector. This is a 6-pin connector. Unplug the number 1 injector connector. Lay the PC5 in the tail section and route the harness through the hole in the bodywork on the left side. Continue routing the PC5 harness along the stock harness. Use a zip tie to secure the PC5 harness in place. Attach the ground wire of the PC5 to the negative side of the battery. Plug the PC5 harness in line of the stock wiring harness and throttle bodies. The orange colored wires go to injector number 1. The blue colored wires go to injector number 4. If installing the IRC, now is the time to do so. Using a small flat blade screwdriver, push against the locking tab of the stock TPS connector and pull upwards. Connect the IRC in line of the stock TPS and wiring harness. The map sensor has been removed in this video for ease of view. Secure the IRC out of the way of the fuel tank. If you want to adjust your fuel curve based on gear position, run a wire from the PC5 and connect to the pink-green wire of the stock speedo sensor. This sensor is located on the top of the engine case near the starter. Use the supplied posi tap to secure the wire from the PC5 to the pink-green wire. Install the PC5 in the tail section. You can use the supplied Velcro if desired. If using the auto-tune module, lay the unit in the tail section and route the wires through the hole in the bodywork on the left side. Attach the red wire of the auto-tune module to the brown-white wire of the taillight connector. Crimp the supplied eyelet to the black wire of the auto-tune harness. Attach the ground wire to the stock ground wire location underneath the fuel tank. Once the O2 sensor has been installed in the exhaust, connect the sensor harness to the sensor and route along the back side of the engine. Route the harness up the left side of the bike and go towards the tail section. To make it easier to install the wires into the auto-tune module, it is recommended to poke through the felt in the box using a screwdriver or paperclip. Install the wires from the sensor into the auto-tune module according to the color-coded sticker on the back of the module. Plug the CAN communication cable into one of the open ports of the auto-tune module and the other end into the PC5. Install the CAN termination plug into the open port of the auto-tune module. This is the black plastic plug in the kit. Make sure all connections are made. You will hear a click when they are properly seated. Install the auto-tune module inside the tail section of the bike.